that I know are just bad for me. They're just bad energy. I'm like, I'm blocking them on my Facebook, I'm blocking them on my phone, I ain't part of them. They're bad. No, that's all part of it. That's the same thing when you get in business. It's about bad customers. You do business with people that are bad customers. They just can't get paid. They never appreciate the work you do. Quality of your friend, the quality, there's another one between this. The quality of your life, guaranteed is based on the quality of your relationships. Show me somebody that's living a great life, that's having a successful life. Show you somebody that's got some great relationships around them. Show me somebody that's really successful in business, and I'll show you somebody that's got some great clients. Think about it. You know, the quality of your life based on the quality of relationships, and the quality of your relationships are based on two things: trust and communication. Show me somebody that's got great relationships, which hence means they have a great quality of life, somebody who can be trusted, and somebody who communicates great. You think about the people you can really trust. Tell them anything. Those are the people you love. You do anything for them. Yeah.
So first, thank you
What's your
for
name?
coming. My name is Adele.
Adele?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So I like most of your opinions. They are fabulous. So I
Thank you.
really think your ways to looking for a job is good. You think we should know what's the qualification for the job we like? Five key people of this company, and what's going on of this company. So after we know all the things about this company, and how can we get connected to this company?
It's value proposition. Again, it's you see the qualifications, and at the end, most companies are hiring for attitude. Now listen, you're some professional, you can't become a doctor, you can't work in a hospital, medical degree. I mean, I get that. But a lot of your normal jobs, believe it or not, are hiring on attitude, flexibility, energy, and how you present yourself, more than anything. But there are qualifications, you're right, and you want to try to match up. But at the end of the day, that lady could have got the newspaper from the stand, but she got it from me, because it's something that I added on. So when you go in for that interview, and I know you're looking for somebody that maybe has glasses on and has a sports coat, I know that I don't have that, but here's what I do have that would make up for that and then some. And I think it's just important, the more you understand the trends of that company, the more you can improvise and create your own value proposition. And then, listen, it's true. I mean, are you going to go run for president of the United States without certain qualifications? No. I'm not. This is not the secret. Where just hope and pray that you can do anything. You can do anything you want. I mean, there's some boxes and boundaries here. But I do think that the more you understand about the opportunity you're chasing, the more you can define what you want. And isn't that what we really want in our boyfriends and girlfriends? And right? Isn't it nice when somebody asks you out, you know they really want you, they really want to go out with you, they know they're really interested in you, and they know something about you, as opposed to just trying to go out with you and you're just another pretty girl, right? I mean, isn't that what we all want? We want something that's real. And the same thing as a boss. Like, I want somebody who comes in who really knows what they want, and they have appreciation for what I have, because they know. And the more you know, the more you can dig in, and maybe you don't get that exact job you want, but maybe you start off something a little lower. But if it's your dream job and your dream company, you'd be surprised how you work your way up.
But as young students in graduate school, we don't have a lot of connections. Sometimes when you post a resume, you just cannot get the interview, the chance for interview. So how can I really get connected to those people?
Give me examples.
For example, if I want to get into like Google, but I
Say
don't know,
again?
like Google,
You want to go to Google.
for example.
Yeah.
But if I send my resume, but I cannot get any response. So how can I?
Okay. Good problem, right? You want to get to Google. Good company. It's funny you mentioned that. It's on my son's list. How are we going to differentiate? The first thing I want to do is I want to see the human resource people. I want to see how I can differentiate. How do I get away from the back? I may want to send them something. I may want to research that person. Anything I can do to get their attention. Also, I want to go look up some people at Google in the areas that seem like they're hiring. Because remember, even though the human resources person is the one who's doing the entree, I want to go look at maybe one of those persons that's running one of those areas and see if I can figure out he or she any hot buttons. So, for example, let's say you're trying to work. Let's say I was at Google. You know they have these two homes, a boys' home and a girls' home. Instead of reaching out to me saying, Brandon, do you have any opportunities? I'd love to come work for you. you'd say, Brandon, listen, I have this idea for your girls and boys home. I have this idea. And by the way, there's an article written about these boys, the kind of boys in your home, that you'd like to see this. You gotta remember, you're trying to develop a relationship, and it's not the quick, spontaneous response you want, but you're gonna try to develop a relationship with several people at Google. Part of it is by understanding who these people are and what they're about, and you gotta go dig and go a little further. You gotta be a little bit of a private investigator. If you were trying to find me, you're not only be able to find it by Googling Brandon Steiner, you're gonna go on my LinkedIn, you're gonna go Wikipedia, you're gonna go all your, listen, you're gonna come up with a strategy. Now strategy is using all your resources, everything you have available to help accomplish what you want to achieve. So if you want to work for Google, you're going to now go to your resources, and obviously you saw there's a possible job opening. I want to go find out who is behind that opening, who in those areas behind that opening. And I want to find out as much about those people as I can. I want to start hitting those buttons. I call it the silent scissors. So at the end, what you want to do is you want to take your silent scissors, and I don't want to see you coming. You want to silently get inside to a hot button. When you find that hot button, you keep pressing. Now, that hot button could be Big Brothers Big Sisters. It could be a charity thing. It could be that a guy has a kid who's in Little League or plays baseball relentlessly. Connect with him on that level. I'd send the guy a glove. I see your kid starting to play Little League. I saw it as a post. And all of a sudden, you went to your son's first Little League game. So here's the catch. I want to come work for you. Send the guy a glove. That kind of thing. Send the guy a baseball. Looking forward to my pitch. Sign it. My first day at Google. It's something that's going to separate yourself. I'm in the same boat you're in. I'm still looking for work. I called my guy, he's not taking my call. 2 months, take my call. Dying to do business with him. I called his assistant. I'm trying, I left a message with him. What shoe size is he? He's an 11. What's his favorite sport? Loves tennis. I go to the tennis store. Commitment, convenient, I don't know. I go up, buy the best pair of tennis sneakers. I send him the left sneaker. I said, listen, when I get together with you, I want to get things off on the right foot. I'm going to bring the right sneaker with me. Guy calls me up 5 minutes later. I love that. That's unbelievable. And I want that sneaker. Bring it. Stuff like that. I call up, decision maker, something I get in the door. I send him an empty case. I know this kid loves Don Mattingly. Loves him. I send him an empty case. Don Mattingly, the captain, number 23. Well, no, I'm going to be in your area in the next 2-3 days, and I have a Don Mattingly ball I want to put in this case. When are you coming? We'll set up that meeting, Because I knew it was a hot button. I just press it. I find out the kid, just started off in Little League. I said, listen, something. I know you started off in Little League. I know you don't know shit about hitting. You never played sports. I checked. I don't know anything. I put into more doctors, the worst athletes. Yeah. Not all of them, a lot of them. Bad. So, I'm trying to get these pharmaceutical companies to do some doctor marketing. So here's what I'm going to do. You're horrible with your kid. I know you're not good with your kid. I know. So here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to bring this player to the Little League field, and he's going to show you how to hit and whatever. But on the other hand, I need you to buy the suite. I need you to do this. Can we work that? I'm trying to find work. The common denominator is, how can I help that person? Couple more, yeah.
I'm ready.
All right, just
two more.
Okay,
Two more.
I'm just curious, how do you convince the assistant to share the personal information with you? It's very unusual.
the same way you talk, some guy into taking you out to go to the concert you want to go to. It's the same thing. It's like, at the end, it's like, how do you do it? You keep digging, you keep finding. You said, I send out more Valentine's Day candy to every secretary, every assistant that I possibly can. You kidding me? When I need something, like, what do you need? I'm so happy to hear from you. I need your boss. I need him to sign that check. But a little love. Takes patience. But you gotta work it. Yeah.
Last one.
Oh.
Last one. He was.
All right, yeah, we'll do two more. You guys look interested. But if you want,
I'm interested.
we're getting into the core of it here. Yeah.
Would you say that consistency is really one of the key components to your success? I know you talked
Say it again?
Persistency, would you say that's one of the key
I
components
do.
to your success?
Yes. Relentless. You have to have tenacity. If you look in your career as a soup pot, and you don't want the tenacity in the soup pot, then that's okay. But really, you got to have a very strong level of tenacity. And in a good way. You know, it doesn't have, you know, you can't just bulldog your way through things. You have to have tenacity, but also with a little flair, and a little style, and it's give and take. And also, don't be surprised when the door hits your butt. You know, just can you pick yourself back up and go right back through that door again? But yes, tenacity, persistence, Calvin Coolidge, yes. Yeah.
What would you say has been the biggest change to your business strategy over the past 2 decades?
Well, I'll tell you, the number one thing to business strategy is hiring people and the appreciation for my people. Talent acquisition has been incredibly hard, especially when we went through that run where, you know, employees were just, you know, there was no employees. And everybody was booming, and you got to really be careful on talent acquisition. I think that's really, really tough. I mean, players are tough. You know, players are really, really hard these days because they didn't participate in the recession. They just kept making money. So, you know, it's like, so that's been tricky, you know, convincing them to take a little less money and to do things a little bit, you know, a little bit not so money driven because people don't have the kind of money they had or aren't spending the kind of money. There's so many different things that have changed, but I think the biggest thing I would tell all of you is like strap your IT and strap all your, you know, whether you're a social media person or not. Like I'm on Facebook, I tweet, I'm on websites, I'm all over the place trying to figure this out. I'm just learning. You know, I just turned my computer on a couple years ago. So there's a lot of stuff you guys do know that a lot of people don't. And I would really be, when you go to school like this, I would take every web or communications type online kind of class you can and learn whatever you can because everything's going so quick, and the more you can learn now and keep up with that, the better. Because if you're not good online, you're probably going to be limited in your business, I think. And that's been, you know, it's been good for Steiner. It's been okay for Steiner. It's been bad for Steiner because you lose some of the personal stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, have you ever had a feeling when you wake up like you are tired and you are exhausted, but there's many things push you up. You have to continue your business. You know, when a business is reaching a high point, there's many things you have no choice but just continue your business. I mean, sometimes I think it's easy for you to start your entrepreneur, but when since your business is finding some high points and you need to feed your company, you need to feed also your employees. But have you ever think you might lose that original point when you try to start an entrepreneur?
First of all, you read the book, it's fascinating. I mean, you know, I think it took a second morning to my house in '98. Couldn't get out of bed a couple weeks after 9/11. I lost probably more money. You know, I couldn't get out of bed. Thank God Bobby Valentine called me. I'll never forget, he called me up and he needed something. And I said, Bobby, I can't get out of bed. And I was in my buyout. I just sold my company, so I knew I was going to take a big hit. And he said, Brandon, every day you're in bed, don't go to work, they're winning. I was like, shit, I gotta get out of bed, I gotta go do this. And somehow, you know, I know that sounds crazy, but we found some unbelievable pictures down from 911, created those. We didn't know what to call people up and say, because every conversation was so negative. So we found these really cool pictures of the president over by World Trade Center. We started selling those and donating a bunch of the money to charity. And it led us to getting back on track. You know, and so, you know, after the Yankees lost to the Red Sox, you know, in 2000, was that nightmare, 2004. You know, I was ready to jump over a bridge. I mean, literally ready to commit something. I was out of my mind, and then all of a sudden I had the best year ever, because I figured as shitty as we feel here, they're going crazy in Beantown. So I said, wait a minute, I gotta get out of this mess. I gotta get up to Beantown. I signed the whole freaking team. Had the best year. Seriously, I told my guy, do not stop. I'll be there. Just hold on. Triple the deals, triple every deal, and stop every other player to sign with any of our competitors. I'm off. We sign every player, and we had our best year in our company's history. And if you know, I had 4 black and white cookies during that game 7. So, you know, you don't know. And you read the book, you see the ups and downs, but it is really being able to balance all that, get yourself up, brush yourself off. Because you're gonna have, you know, you're gonna get your ass kicked. You're gonna. Anyone else? We're good? Thank you. I get about 200-300 emails a day, I get them all, for the most part, within a day. And bring it, bring me something. Bring me something intelligent. I'm more than glad to answer it.
I think it's clear that Mr. Steiner actually practices everything he says.
I try.
It's like the Energizer Bunny. Well, we have several things for you. So one is some special fudge, which has the cover of your book and the Hofstra logo on it. And then I have some other Hofstra things. I have a deluxe pen, as Vanna White would say. This is really nice, even though the packaging stinks. But there's a really nice Hofstra crystal in there. We've got 2 T-shirts for you. We've got one. We've got one from the advertiser.
Where's the advertising club here?
The club on the back. And we have the Zarb School T-shirt.
Well, thank you.
And the Dean can come up. On a serious note, we have this plaque and an appreciation. We just take a picture. Yes. That's a fellow Syracuse.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And enjoy talking with you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to Facebook me or email me or whatever. And I hope to see you guys along the way.